another fruit for you. How I found this one was kind of interesting. I was actually in Penang looking at all these produce markets trying to find interesting fruits, and I did find a lot, but this one I did not find at any produce markets. I found it at a bus stop on the way back. We stopped off at a toilet place, and there was a bunch of fruit stands, and one of the fruits that they had hanging everywhere was this. And I have never seen this before. I did not know what it was. But when you open these things up, they look a lot like a mangosteen. So there's like little wedges inside. So what I did is I went online and searched brown mangosteen. And when I searched brown mangosteen, a listing came up for wild mangosteens. I looked at wild mangosteens, and I think that's what this is. And a wild mangosteen is not, as far as I can tell, related to a mangosteen. They're actually called santols, or sour apples, or cotton fruit. These are all what I'm assuming that this is. Looking online, they're usually more yellow looking, but I think this maybe is just like a different variety, or it's a little bit more ripe or something. So I think I've got a Santol here. And when I was at the bus station, I learned a valuable lesson. He opened one up to hand me a little wedge, and I ate it. I chewed on it, and it tasted awful, like really, really bad. And I think the reason for that is that you're not supposed to eat the seeds. Santol seeds are not edible, and they can cause intestinal perforation. Yeah, and I ate one. That's great. Yeah, right? So it's a lesson learned that before you eat any weird fruit, look it up. Even if it's on Wikipedia, make sure that you're not going to get your intestines perforated. And sometimes you can't trust the people who actually will give you one. They might just be trying to sell you it, or don't have like the means to explain to you, oh yeah, don't eat the seeds. Yeah, always do your research, because these things can be deadly. Other thing is I have another one, and this one is separating a little bit, if you see that. I think when these things get ripe, they separate into little wedges. And if you've not seen a mangosteen before, this is a mangosteen, this is a Santol. You can see like they are very similar looking. They're about around the same size. These are usually a little bit bigger, but you see these got the little leaves, these don't. And the guy who gave me this at the bus stop, he just ripped it open with his own hands. I'm going to try to make it look a little prettier, so I'm going to use a knife to perforate it. Perforation is the word of the day today. Perforating fruit, perforating intestines, all good stuff. Okay, let me see if I can twist this open. There it is. So first let me give it a little smell. It smells like dirt. That's what it smells like. Okay, so here's a little wedge. Okay, I'm not eating the seed this time, so it's hopefully not going to taste so bad. The flesh of the fruit is attached pretty firmly to the seed. That makes these a pretty dangerous fruit. It would be very easy to swallow one of these. This tastes kind of like mangosteen, but I would say not as sweet as a mangosteen. And it's not as creamy tasting. It's got more like a gel feel to it, and a little more sour. So it's like if you took a mangosteen, you made it less sweet, more sour, and you made it dangerous to eat. I'm going to try a mangosteen and kind of like compare it. So much better. You can't really match like how tasty a mangosteen is compared to this thing. Let me try it again. Yeah, not bad. I'm not spitting it out. These are fairly tasty. I would take mangosteen above this any day, but yeah, not disappointing. It's not like incredibly remarkable. There is a slight dirt taste to it. It's not strong. I'm only maybe picking it up because I was thinking dirt when I smell it. But it's got kind of like that nutty, like dirty kind of taste to it. Like a savory taste, like eating that you might get from like eating like pumpkin, but it's faint. It's just yeah, it's really hard to describe some fruits. Obviously, if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm like, I don't know what this tastes like. Sometimes you just have to try it. Can't think of really anything else to say about this. I looked up information about it, find some fun facts, and didn't really find much to talk about. But these are, definitely a Southeast Asian fruit. You can get these in Thailand, Malaysia, the Philippines, and I was lucky to find some at a bus stop.